All right, folks. I'm kind of disheartened today or tonight, this morning, because one of my favorite fighters, Anthony Joshua, got his ass kicked. For the second time, got his title taken from him, his heavyweight title. From a guy who, in the heavyweight division, to me, is two clicks away from a bum, almost. Now, I'm not going to call the man a bum, because he's a great fighter in his division, which is cruiserweight. He's undisputed in his division. And his defeat over Anthony Joshua could put him in the pound for pound talk. Even though heavyweights originally were not in the pound for pound. That was title was created back in the time when Sugar Ray Robinson was fighting. He was whooping everybody's ass. So out of a courtesy and respect for him, they came up with the pound for pound thing. That's the best I can get. But anyway, Anthony Joshua, who's one of my favorite fighters, got his ass whooped. I don't know how the hell he let Usyk, even though Usyk showed great movement, he showed superb head movement. Um, Joshua has a tendency to be mechanical, but that don't mean shit. Joe Louis did too. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. What it is with Anthony Joshua and these little shorter fighters? Damn near any shorter fighter with any kind of aptitude whoops his ass. Hopefully Joshua will come back on this guy, Usyk, like he did um, um, Andy or Andy Ortiz or Ruiz, whatever it is. But I knew Andy was going to be a hell of a fight. But I didn't think Usyk would. I didn't think Usyk hit hard enough. I knew he could take a hell of a shot. Excuse me, y'all. It's late, 4 in the morning, and I knew that he had whooped Joe Joyce, another big old heavyweight. And this thing, I forgot what the hell they call it. It's like between amateur and pro. And but Joe Joyce is a big slow golem. I know he punches hard, but anybody with any real boxing technique and who knows how to move their head out of the way, you know the right hand is coming or the left hook is coming. The left jab is coming. You just kind of move back into the side, pivot to the side when that jab comes, and then try to throw a check hook or a right hand. They call it a check hook. We just call it pivot, throw a hook in my thing. Or there's many ways to block a jab, take a jab from away from a guy with an overhand right. But I don't know what to say. First of all, Joshua fought the southpaw wrong. I fought southpaws before. I sparred with many southpaws, and I fought them in tough men. And I know tough men competition features a lot of guys that don't know what the fuck they're doing, just throwing shots. But you get some guys like myself and other guys I fought who really could fight and had, trained in gyms and things for a while. And I got in the ring with a guy who was much smaller than me. Like Usyk was much smaller than Joshua. I'm 6'5", 250. Well, 260. Now I gotta lose a lot of fucking weight. But my best weight is like 240 or 250 maybe. And this guy was like, I don't know what, 6 foot, 220 pounds maybe. Little guy compared to me. And but this happened to me before too now when I was younger, like 19. But I'm going to give you this one. I was 30. And a tough man. And I was catching this guy with a jab somewhat, but all the time I hit him with a jab, he was coming back and hitting me with something. I'm like, this don't happen to me. What the fuck? Then I realized he's fighting me southpaw. I said, oh shit, that's what it is. So you know what I did? I turned it around, did the reverse. I still had my traditional stance, But instead of jabbing first, I started throwing that straight right first, then hitting it with a jab. Throwing that straight right first, then catching it with a hook. Throwing that straight right like that. Then I go back to the jab a little bit, just to mix it up a little bit. Then I throw that right hand first again. Almost knocked that boy out. If it wasn't 2-minute rounds, I think it was, I would have got his ass. He took a good punch, but I caught him once with that straight right, then straight left. I caught him, his head spent all the way around. But that was the end of the fight. Of course, our decision. Before that, back when I was about 20, I was sparring with a guy. I did as a favor for his coach. So I was known as a guy who was always around the gym, always was sparring, beat the shit out of you, but never really fought. And I'll get back to why I never fought, amateur or professional. But anyway, this guy was good. I'm getting a smaller guy, but everybody was smaller than me back then. This guy, same thing. And he was a much better fighter than the tough man guy. Same thing. I always had a jab, 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 jab. This guy, all the time I jab him again, he coming back with that right hand. But I didn't realize he was turned around. And my trainer didn't tell me because he wanted to see about, how I do with a southpaw. So, the guy, all the time I jab, wow, he countered me with that right. Well, of course, his right was in the jab position, where a normal orthodox guy's left would be. So finally, I figured out, damn, this guy's a southpaw. So you know what I did? Well, I went back to my corner. My nose was busted, and my trainer still didn't tell me. So what I did is when I got back, when the bell rang for round 2, I went back out there, and I just went for broke on him. Got him in the corner. I got him on the ropes and started battering him. Just battering him. Hitting him to the body, battering him. Catching him with straight rights. Catching him with hooks. You know what I'm saying? And his trainer ran on the fucking rungs of the ring, the ropes, and stopped. And I stopped that. Because me and him started going at it. He started going at it with me because it got heated. And I was catching that boy with some shit. So the trainer stopped us. And all the time I sparred with southpaw after that, which is not a lot because it wasn't a lot of them then, I got the better of him because I knew how to fight him. Number one, you keep your left foot outside their right foot. That's important, but there are other ways to approach a southpaw in the ring. And one way, I'm telling you, this works. What I did was a one way where I started throwing the right hand like it was a jab. First, lead right hands, then straight lefts or hooks. Another way you whoop a southpaw's ass is you bum rush him. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but I bum rush a lot. So I think Joshua should have kind of bum rushed Usyk, but Usyk had busted his eye, but he cracked his with the fuck audible bone. Seems to be a lot of that going around. And I guess that's after the 9th round, but he might have did it before, but it just took that long for it to really start affecting him. So I guess Joshua, wasn't inclined to do that. Plus, I don't think Joshua could take the punishment that I used to take. So anyway, there it is. That's it, y'all. I'm going to get the fuck off of here. I hope they fight again. I hope Joshua wins the next time. He is one of my favorite. Used to be my favorite fighter. But if he fights Fury or Wilder, he's in trouble. Maybe he'll get the title back before then and be one of the only men to win that heavyweight championship 3 times. Hopefully. Anyway, y'all, peace. Take it easy. I'm out.